Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we're gonna be cleaning up the Prelude. So I wash the car every now and then. I cleaned the inside up when I first got it, but over time from working on it, it did get back dirty. So I just want to do like a full quick detail, nothing too crazy, but I at least want to try to bring this paint back a little bit. It's old, so I'm gonna keep that in mind and not spend too much time on it, but I at least wanted to shine a little bit more, make sure it look good while I'm rolling down the street. So I decided to make this to a video to show you guys like the steps I normally take to clean cars. I've been detailing cars for about 7 years now. You know, everybody got their own way, and I decided I was gonna show y'all my way. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So the first thing I always do is start with the wheels. Apply a cleaner on there. Don't really care what cleaner you use, just some type of wheel cleaner. These wheels aren't too bad because it hasn't been driven much, but still a little bit of yuck on now. I'm actually running out. I need to get some more. I'm trying to make this work. So go ahead and let that sit on now. So normally when I'm waiting for the wheel cleaner to actually start working, I start power washing the car. Alright, and then we just go to the other side. Let that sit. As that's working, we're going to spray the body down. Alright, so now that the entire car is sprayed down, it depends on whatever you got. I have a foam gun. I definitely recommend a foam gun if you plan on washing your car a lot yourself. If not, if you're using a 2-bucket method, then this will be the step where you would go ahead and do that 2-bucket method. But like I say, I got a foam gun, so go ahead and set that up. Okay, go ahead and give it a shake. Let it rip. Get up some more. So I normally take my wash mitt and I just spray it down with the soap. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, let it do its thing, and then go in and wipe it down. Alright, so now that it's sat a little bit, normally what they say is, you know, the drips that you see coming off the car is dirt. So I normally just let that do its thing for a little bit before I wipe it down. If your car is pretty clean already, a lot of times you don't even need to wipe it down. You can just let the soap do its thing and then spray it right off. Especially if your car is like waxed or ceramic coated. But this car has absolutely nothing on it. It needs this bad. Alright, let's go ahead and wring this out. Okay, go ahead and swap this out for the normal spray gun. Spray it down. Get the soap off. Alright, so you go ahead and shut down the water. We should be done with water. Go ahead, I like to put my stuff up as I'm using it. Keep my area clean. Alright, so the next step in the process is go ahead and clay the car. Now what clay does is removes all the decontaminants from the paint that either got stuck on the paint, on the clear coat, tar, just like minuscule stuff that you don't see but you would definitely feel. If you rub your hand across your paint and it hasn't been done in a while, it'll feel like some sandpaper, and that's what the clay is supposed to do. It's supposed to remove all of that, so give you a prepared surface to actually do paint work, because it's not good to do paint work on dirty paint. You know, just because we wash the car doesn't mean that it's clean. This will ensure that the car is clean enough for some buffing. So we go ahead and get this ready. Just knead it. You want to get some water with a couple drops of soap and spray that. Mind you, I'm not like really like, I don't know how to say this, like taking care of this car like I would like my Stinger or something, just because the car is old. The paint is not great. Like, it's okay, but it's not great. I'm definitely doing things that I normally wouldn't do, so just keep that in mind. Like, for instance, leaving bottles on the car and stuff like that. I normally don't do that, but I mean, this car is like hella old. So what you want to go ahead and do is spray the car down. You don't even need to dry it off after you spray the soap off. Take it and just go across the paint. You can literally see the dirt. I don't know how good it's coming up on camera. You also need a towel. I got a towel back here. You want to just dry the areas off as you do it. Just work in sections. Don't skip any areas. You shouldn't need to go over like the areas too much. No pressure, just literally just let it glide. And then you would take your towel, leave your clay. If you drop your clay, throw it away. Drop the clay, throw it away. Don't try to use it again. Okay. And this will potentially scratch your, like, leave like small like micro scratches all over your car. I mean, that's just what comes with clay in the car, but that's why we are buffing this after we get done, so that'll get rid of all the scratches and leave us with a nice, hopefully nice mirror shine, somewhat mirror. You know, I believe this car was repainted eventually, like before in its lifetime, so I feel like that's why the paint is a little bit better than expected. But it wasn't, if it was repainted, it wasn't repainted like extremely well, if you know what I mean. It definitely don't look bad for how old it is. Like, this is a 1993. You know, it looks better than a lot of cars on the road right now. So that's really why I'm trying to do this, to see if I could just bring a little more life up out of it. I mean, you can look, it might be hard to tell on camera, but I mean, it looks better already just from cleaning it. There's no sun out either, so that's not helping. So like, it's little stuff, like, I don't know if it's like residual oil that got stuck to the paint from me working on it, but this is taking it all out too. All that stuff that's stuck to the paint, you want to use the clay bar to get all that out. And if your car is like really bad, I mean, they sell products like iron remover, stuff like that. This car isn't that bad where it needed that. But if your car is that bad or like tire removal or stuff like that, you want to do that as you're washing the car and not rely on the clay. Like I say, the clay is just for like the stuff you really can't see. That's really what it's for, but you can feel. It'll definitely take out some other stuff, but that's not really what it's meant for. Okay, So go ahead and re-knead it. Actually, let's look at it first. You can look and see the dirt. Hopefully y'all can see it. But the paint looks honestly pretty good. So you want to do this, like, I normally break the car into thirds. So this is the first third, second third is the middle, rear half is the last third, and I re-knead it. Now if you're doing a truck, you might want to split that into quarters, but for like coupes, some small coupes like this, thirds would be fine. Never had an issue before. You can hear it right here too. Not what it's supposed to sound like. Let's go ahead and lube it up a little bit more. So like something like this will normally, I'm doing inside now, I don't know if I said that already, but something like this will normally take like 5 to 6 hours. I'm just trying to get it done quick. Like I say, it don't need to be perfect. I just want it to look good. Spend a few hours on it. The car is in an excellent condition, it's in okay condition, and I really don't want to be sitting here trying to get as much as I can up out of it. So I do have plans for the paint, whether it's wrap or actually just repaint it. So there's no sense. I just want to make it shine a little bit, that's all. Put a wax on it, that way it's like protected at least. Give it a little buff, a little polish, clean the inside up. If you didn't know me, I do like to ride around and clean cars, that's definitely for sure. I feel like having your car dirty is like having your body dirty. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so this is the time where I go ahead and do the windows. This will take out like light, water etching, and like shit like that. So I just normally just go over it real quick. Won't take out anything major, but it will take out the minor stuff. And why not do it while we already got the clay out? I do it to all my cars. Any car I do if I'm like doing a detail like this. You should be left with a cleaner window. These windows aren't too bad, surprisingly, so this should work pretty good. I mean, shit, with just clay and a wash, that motherfucker looks great, but we ain't done yet. Now it's time to get out the orbiter and let's buff this bad boy. Alright, so we got my orbiter with foam pad, medium cut cleaner, Meguiar's. It's different levels of cut you can buy. This medium cut is I feel like it's pretty good for a lot of stuff, but if your car isn't that bad, they make one a step below it, a swirl remover, which is what I normally use on like better cars, but since this car is so heavily scratched and oxidation and whatnot, all that stuff, go ahead and just use the medium cut. Okay, let's go ahead and wipe that and see how it look. Normally, like, your first area will give you an idea of how long you need to do this on the paint. So let's go ahead and see. A lot better. I mean, a lot better. But we could definitely get that a little bit better. Just a little bit. It's a couple scratches right here. I mean, it's glass though. It's literally fucking glass. But still some scratches right here I know will come out. So I'm gonna hit it a little bit longer, then go ahead and knock out the rest of the car. Okay, those right there disappeared. This one right here, still there. I'm not gonna be too anal about it. I mean, cause it looks a hell of a lot better regardless. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock the rest of the car out, get this done so we can go ahead and polish it and wax it. Okay, so we got a chance of rain in the next hour, so I'm gonna definitely speed it up a little bit. Alright, so we got the whole car buffed. Shit, it's looking good right now. Like, I wouldn't even have to do shit else for this motherfucker to look good. But we still gotta do the polish and the wax. So the polish will bring the shine back that the buff kind of took away, because you gotta remember, buffing is basically taking off a little bit of the clear coat, so it might leave like a little bit of haziness. And what the polish is supposed to do is get rid of the haziness, and then the wax protects it, or a ceramic coat, whatever you want to put on your car. But I switched to a new pad. This pad's a little bit softer, made more for polishing and not for cutting. We'll go ahead and go over this real quick. You apply a polish just like how you apply a wax on a decently high speed, just real quick. It ain't gotta be all perfect or nothing. So go ahead and do this real quick. Alright, we got that all polished. So let's go ahead and wipe it down, see how it look. Oh my god. God damn. Like, I knew the paint wasn't that bad, but damn, this motherfucker looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the wax on before it start raining. I at least want to see it fully done outside before I put it back in the garage. We still gotta do the inside too. Let's go ahead and throw this on real quick. I'm running low. This one, put some more up in this one. So I use the same pad as I used polishing it. I don't see the reason to change. Plus this pad's already ready to go. So and we are done. Now with the wax, I do let that sit for a little bit, just to like let it bake on the paint. So we go ahead and work on the wheels while we letting the compound dry. What I normally do is just take a little bit of, actually it's the wrong shit. Well, first, whoops, I put the tire shine on first, and then I take some quick wax and I literally just wipe the rims down with it. Never failed me. Don't think it's gonna fail me this time. Now you may say, oh, you should do that before you wipe the car down. I'm trying to get done, okay? It's literally finna rain at any moment. I at least want to see how the car look outside before I have to bring it back in. Get it nice and wet. Like if I was doing somebody's car, there's a lot of shit I wouldn't be doing. Like this, for example, I would wipe it down before I throw the tire shine on. But since it's Project Prelude, it don't matter. Alright, go ahead and do the windows real quick. Alright. I normally take towel I use to clean the windows, hit the blade. These blades are old as shit, so it kind of don't matter, but go ahead and drop that back down. Alright, let's go ahead and wipe this car down real quick. Go to the inside of it. Hey, this is how you bring some shit back from the dead. Do y'all hear me? I may not be no professional, but I know how to make some shit look good. I'm just wiping this bitch down like, damn, this only look like the same car. It's like a whole different color now. Smooth glass. She's done. So the first thing I do when I go to the inside is vacuum. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now that we're done with the vacuum, next thing I like to do is agitate the fabrics. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what that means. So I like to use this, like a little brush attachment for your drill. And then this is soap, water, and vinegar. Vinegar is to help neutralize smells and also break down anything in the fabric. So if you got any smells, the vinegar should help with it. Alright, let's go ahead and put this up and get the shampoo out. Okay, so it's two things left to do with the inside of this car, and then we are done. The first thing is address the vinyl. So I use this Meguiar's vinyl rubber cleaner and conditioner. Let me just leave my shoes on. Fuck it. Spray that on the towel. Just wipe all this down. Make it look new again. It's looking definitely dry. I'm pretty sure this is leather, so you can use like leather conditioner and shit like that on this. But the fact of it, most of the time we use leather conditioner, it like doesn't really give it that shine. And I kind of wanted it to have that shine, just because it's so old and it's so dull. You know, I feel like this would be more effective, basically. I mean, come on, man. Look brand new, just like that. Alright, let me get another towel so I can do these door jams. Might as well grab one of these. Can't forget about the black ice. I'm gonna hang it from right here. Hella JDM. Yeah. Alright, last thing to do. Go ahead and do the trim. Now you don't want to use too much of this stuff. You actually want to wipe it down after you put it on, because if it rains, it'll definitely like make the stuff water onto the paint. So you just gotta be mindful of that. Alright. I mean, shit. I think that's it. And I mean, it looked really good. Go ahead and walk around it. You can see the Bondo even more now. So that's the final product. Could have took my time a little bit more. Probably got a little bit more scratches up out of it. But like I said, this paint, it was probably like a 4 out of 10 before I started. Now it's like a good 6.5, 7, and I'm more than happy with that. In the future, it's definitely going to be something I do with this paint, whether it's wrap or repaint it. So that's another reason why you want to spend too much time on it. But I'm going ahead and let y'all go. I appreciate y'all who made it all the way to the end of the video. Maybe I taught y'all a few things. And expect more Prelude content and Stinger content too. I was trying to get it to look like this, but I don't think it's possible. I mean, this is just too clean. But anyway, like I say, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Can y'all see me?
I just wanted to add real quick, if y'all made it all the way to the end of this video and y'all enjoyed it and would like to see me do a more in-depth detail on my Kia Stinger, make sure to leave the comment Project Prelude. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave Project Prelude in the comments so I know y'all want to see it. Alright, I'm gone.